I've been hurt as a child. I've been hurt as a teenager. I've been hurt as an adult, a young adult. And presently, even recently, I was hurt again. I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom while growing up. And it was really bad. It's as bad as at then you would think, maybe even now, you would hardly find my mom and I in the kitchen at the same time. When you're hurt as a person, something or a part of you gets damaged such that it takes intentionality to repair it. So when it's happening, somebody might be giving me too much love and I'm beginning to question it. What's going on here? Every time something happens to you and you begin to see it as a pattern, it's important that you actually
deal with it.
Check yourself as well. We're always quick to say, oh, that person did this to me. And most times, if you notice, when two people who are in a relationship break up, if you ask the man what happened, most times they want to say, oh, she did that. If you ask the woman what happened, she also would say, he did that. That coming to abuse. I was molested as a child.
Everyone, welcome to Still Here podcast, and of course I am your host, Precious Ochiagha. And here at Still Here we have conversations that keep you mentally aware, emotionally strong, and spiritually grounded. It's amazing to see people that look like me and look like you talk about struggles that we actually are dealing with. Let's talk about it more and more. And so we would love to continue making content like this for you, and we know you also love to see content like this, so just do us a tiny itty bitty favor by subscribing to our YouTube channel and turning on your post notification. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at sh.podcast with a double T, please, on Instagram and on TikTok. So going into our conversation today, as you know, our guests are always handpicked intentionally, and I personally created this first season guest, and they are also very important to me. Our guest today is a radio presenter. She is a media personality, voiceover artist, event host, and event planner, passionate about storytelling, meaningful conversations, and creating genuine human connections. Through radio, live events, and media platforms, she uses her voice to inspire, inform, entertain, and create spaces for authentic expression and healing conversation. And please welcome with me the biggest BR Blessing Robinson. I actually have a superstar on set with me today.
Don't make me blush, please.
Hi BR, how are you?
Hi Precious, it's good to be here.
I don't think we've had this before. I'm so honored to do this.
Right?
How does it feel to be on Still Here podcast?
I mean, it feels really good knowing that I'm here to share my story, and I'm here for all of it.
Okay, so let's go right into it, because your story is quite beautiful, and the fact that it has multiple layers. And when people see finished product, they're like, beautiful, put together, but they don't know the refining and the finance that you had to go through to come up to be like that. So my first question would be, you have experienced situations that made it difficult for you to feel safe emotionally from like a very young age. So I don't know if you would want to share some of all those, because there's some experiences you shared with me, and they're quite personal, so if you would want to share it. But I know that you've been exposed to a lot of emotional unsafety from a very young age. So how do you think that experience has shaped the way that you relate with people
now? Maybe I start with the Bible verse that talked about where the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Sometimes we as humans live our lives and it becomes a reflection of what we went through as a child, as a teenager, a young adult, and all of that. So I would say that my experience as a child actually affects presently how I relate with people. So sometimes my personality wants to give so much, but at the end of the day, a part of me inside me reminds myself that no, you're beginning to do too much. You're beginning to do too much. So, yes. So I think it affects the way I relate to people.
So do you think that this is as a result of the hurts? So like, do you think people who were hurt early in life sometimes learn disappointment even from people that genuinely love them? Because you say things like, oh, you are giving, and then you now stop and regulate. What if, how do you know? What if the person is also genuine?
I mean, you cannot tell.
Exactly.
You cannot tell if the person is genuine. I mean,
aren't you doing yourself a disfavor by not, or disservice by not seeing what is at the other end?
It's actually unfortunate, if you ask me. It's really unfortunate because when you're hurt as a person, something or a part of you gets damaged, such that it takes intentionality to repair it. So when it's happening, somebody might be giving me too much love and I'm beginning to question it. What's going on here?
Where is this going?
What do you want? I mean, that's because something has happened in the past. So it's still making my mind really cautious of not wanting to give.
Wow. So I know that we say this thing, and I've been there before. We say, oh, I don't want to give, but deep down, I always tell people that I'm like an hopeless romantic. And it doesn't look like people don't see it from the outside, like hopelessly, and it's, there's this deep craving to want to give your all to things. So how does it feel to, and even me, I need this answer, how does it feel to crave deep connection but also struggle to fully trust people?
Okay, so this question of yours would maybe want to make me give a little story.
Okay.
Right, so I talked about how I was hurt. I've been hurt as a child. I've been hurt as a teenager. I've been hurt as an adult, a young adult, and presently, even recently, I was hurt again. So, just before the last one, just like you said, you crave that attention. You crave to want to give, much. Someone like me, I have so much love to give. Like so much love. Don't let me love you. Like I have so much love to give, but then because I'm trying to stay careful, at the end of the day it happens, I'm like, what am I even scared of? So just recently again I did the thing again of loving so much, and then what did they do? They bought you. So that part gets me telling myself, oh, BR, you never learn. I don't know why we have to get to that part. But I end up telling myself, oh, you never learn. So do you think I want to do that again? But a part of me wants to. But I'm being careful as well.
Careful. I can't necessarily tell you not to be, because at this point you need to guard your heart. But I think I'll come back to that because there's something I want to say, but this question that is in my mind. Okay, let's look into it. Do you think that, I mean, if something has happened over and over and over again, you recognize like a pattern?
Yeah.
At this point, do you think it's the people or is you? Because if it's happening over, I ask that question because I've also been in a situation where you look like I'm attracting a specific kind of people in relationships, in friendship. Are you sure there's not something inside of me that needs to be worked on? Yeah, that is magneting those kind of people to me, and probably is related to a deep trauma that I've had way before.
I really don't know how to answer this question per se. But I think every time something happens to you and you begin to see it as a pattern, it's important that you actually
deal with it.
Check yourself as well. Because most times we're always quick to label. We're always quick to say, oh, that person did this to me. And most times, if you notice, when two people who are in a relationship break up, if you ask the man what happened, most times they want to say, oh, she did that. If you ask the woman what happened, she also will say, he did that. Nobody's saying I did. You understand? So I think that, yes, it's important that you also check yourself. What is something that I'm doing that keeps attracting this kind of people? Or what am I doing too much that is attracting this hurt? Sometimes you even give yourself a bad advice. Because when I'm saying, I think it's because I'm giving too much attention. But what if that's not it?
You don't know what you're supposed to do.
You don't know. Exactly. So what if that's not it?
We can't help each other. Because we're not supposed to give too much attention.
Wait,
what is even too much attention? Who is gauging it? Wait.
You know, I made a video recently where I said,
Engaging it.
you people have turned this relationship thing to a game. Like it's now like a
formula
pattern.
now.
So it's now a situation of, if you love a person, don't show them that you love them so much so that they would not
can't do it
withdraw and
though.
all of that kind of thing. Who is
Who is
measuring
giving-
it? Who is giving that rules?
Which is where, like I said, we both can help each other. As heartbreak and friendship disappointment change the way you see yourself or the way you now approach relationships, if you could share like a little bit of story.
On that friendship relationship, there's been hurt. I've been hurt by friends that I loved so much, because I'm that friend who I will carry your matter on my head. So I'm the friend who would really, I'm big on friendship.
Yeah, it's personal.
Do you understand? So friendship for me is personal. So when I find myself in a situation where I'm being betrayed by people I call friends, and I don't pick one or two lessons from that, and it happens again, it's just normal for humans to blame themselves, just like I said. And this thing works with both friendship and relationships. I think it's just unfortunate, like I said earlier.
mean, because at the end of the day, when these things happen, you at a point you really do have to look back in the mirror and say, yeah, I think in this place and this place I really messed up.
Yes.
And the rest, but I do think that it changes the way you see things, it changes the way you see people.
It does.
I don't even know which one is worse, if it's friendship breakup or I think it's friendship breakup.
Friendship breakup is
It's
worse.
much more painful than relationship, because the relationship is either you were going to get married or you're going to break up. That's
Either ways.
But like your friends, you're not expecting that you will fall out
that's right.
that kind of way. So I think friendship breakups are always much more difficult to deal with. So were there moments where you realized that you had become emotionally guarded without even knowing so?
Yes.
Like now or
So like now. So somehow, do you know that there will be things that you would go through in life, and somehow you start building boundaries, and you won't even know that you're guarding yourself, but then people see it. So I've met a couple of persons who say things like, "Blessing, you're not a hard girl. Like, I see softness in you, but I feel like you're trying to build that to make people think that you're hard." So it happens. It happens.
I think when it comes to this issue here, I don't even know. I think if you're not conscious or intentional about it, you wouldn't even know when you started doing it.
Yes.
At a point you just realize, like me, I used to tell people like I'm not an extension box. And it comes for both friendships and for relationships for me. In the sense that an extension box now has different ports. Me, I'm on socket.
Just one.
I cannot.
Yeah,
I cannot
accommodate.
I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to now interpret. Like I don't know how to be friends with this person and still give the same level of commitment to another person.
I get that.
It just has to be. So maybe at every point in my life, Precious has this one friend, and then when you now fall out, he's now very like for like maybe 3 years you're not seeing with any friend again. Then there's another one friend again, and I feel like that's unhealthy. Why are you having only one? Like it's unhealthy to have just one person in your life, because now you're putting all your hopes, all your trust, all of that on that one person, and then you need to learn to disseminate. Have friends for different things, have people for different things, and don't have relationship for different things. It's friendship. It's friendship.
Yes.
That I'm talking about. So let's come home a little bit. Okay. How do unresolved family wounds affect a person even when they try to move forward with life? Because you say you've been hurt as a child.
Yes.
So I don't think your childhood is coming from a friendship or from a boyfriend. Or
no, it's coming from family.
So what does that look like? What does that look like for you?
Being hurt as a child from family, as a teenager from family too, and as an adult from family too can be really devastating, such that you really don't know how to explain it to people. Because how do I tell you that a particular member of my family is hurting me so bad? I have to give you the details. And sometimes we have learned over the years to protect our families, right? I remember when I was having a conversation with you, I said I don't want to go into details. And the reason I wouldn't want to say it is because I'm also trying to protect my family members. But I have been hurt as a child, and somehow I still try, even though I was the one who got hurt. I still try as much as possible to protect them. because this is family we're talking about.
How to protect your
Right. So over time, we still just move on because at the end of the day, family is family. What can I do?
I remember being young as a child. I don't really remember so much from my childhood. It's now I'm realizing that it's actually like a mental thing. So there's so many memories from my childhood that are like shots. Like I can't remember. So so when I was in the university, I would have something like blackouts. So that's when I tell people that this depression thing is not now. Like this thing has been dealing with me for a very long time. So when I was in the university, we'll be having conversations like the way we are talking, and I'll just black out. And then I can black out for 10, 20, 30 minutes. I've gone. Like I'm here, but I'm not here. And then by the time I'm coming back, it looks like I have remembered something. I can't remember what I remembered, but the feeling from that memory lingers. And then it will stay for a very long time. And I've come to realize that a lot of people that are actually dealing with trauma as adults right now is actually rooted back in family.
In family, yes.
It goes back to like trauma and goes back to, take me for example, it was only until last year that I knew that I had an issue with men that were egoistic. Like I didn't know that it makes me have goosebumps. Like when I just see a man that is a domineering man, I'm in love. Like I want to reduce you. Like it makes me happy to want to break you. Like I want to smash you into pieces. That I'm like, I didn't even know that I was running on that. And that's why I say sometimes it just look like I'm attracting. So everywhere I go, it looks like I'm attracting a man that wants to dominate over me. So I say sometimes there are pains and traumas in your body that keeps attracting those things. And then I keep meeting them. And at a point, my mentor looked at me and she said, Precious, do you think that this is a trauma response? Like, why? He said, you were abused as a child when you were younger. You felt helpless. So if you are abused by friends of your uncle on different occasions, and now you are seeing men that are looking like they want to intimidate you. So you feel like now you have power to reduce them. I'm like, I did not think about this. This is the root of the anger. We need to go back to it. So that's why I say when it comes to like family, so many unresolved issue that has to do with home. Everybody goes back to their home.
I would still talk about my childhood. Yeah. I would say that I didn't have a very good relationship with my mom while growing up, and it was really bad. It's as bad as at then you would think, maybe even now, you would hardly find my mom and I in the kitchen at the same time. So it's either you're there or I'm there, and this thing is not intentional. Do you understand? It's not intentional. Somehow it just happened that we were not just in a good place. So I wasn't close with my mom. So now I'm making efforts to bring that relationship that we didn't have, even though I felt like my mom hurt me at some point as a child. I don't think I need to have that conversation with her, even though some people said I should, but I feel like she might not understand the depth of what I'm talking about.
Girl.
So we just move on from it and like, okay, I'm trying as much as possible to make my mom happy. I've moved past whatever happened when I was a child and all that, but still, that hurt is still there.
Well, not to join the multitude of people that say you should have a conversation with her. I think at a point you just have to have a conversation for closure's sake. I'm not saying that the outcome will be good, because let me tell you what happened. I used to be a very angry child, and there was a time that there was a fight in my house, and now my younger sister were fighting. I picked up a knife and I could not recognize myself again. It's like, what just happened? I just went inside my room and I packed my load and I left my house. Because if my daddy sits you down and tell you the heartache he has had to go through for my anger, but that day I was like, no, this is the height of it. I did not recognize myself anymore. So I left the house. I just packed my things and I went. So, well, my partner back then carried me back to the house and said, they would think you're in my house. So just go back home and deal with whatever it is. Yes. Until today, they actually think I was in his house, which is very absurd. That's not the first place why would I go to the first place that I know you will look for me? Is that like, I won't be there, obviously. And then, I think days later, I was trying to have a conversation with my dad. And I was like, why are you so angry? And he was like, no, I want to know. And he's like, tell me. I was like, okay, so when I was younger, I was abused by this person and this person. They touched me. That's what my father said. Sorry. At least they did not penetrate.
Okay.
That day,
okay,
I felt like the ground should open he should swallow me and cement me for life. I said, what? I was like, and maturing now, I've now come to realize that I don't think he understood. No,
what you told him.
He understood, but I think my mentor said he doesn't know how to deal with that information. If he lets himself feel, he probably will attack those people, or he wouldn't be able to regulate his own emotions. So she was telling me sometimes you have to give them grace, because what if he doesn't trust himself to handle their emotions? Yeah. So immediately he just has to check out of it mentally and say, okay, don't worry. At least they did not penetrate you. That was what he could use to. So that should probably something he would have told himself inside his own head to make himself feel better as a protector. I mean, my father, but he now said it to me. So now that I'm undergoing that, I understand that let's give them grace.
I'm curious though, based on what you just said, would you say that this is the reason why children or teenagers who get molested or abused don't get to speak to their parents or their guardians about it?
Mostly, number one is, I will tell you for a fact, when I was being abused, I thought I was in a relationship. So there were two of my uncle's friends. One of them I hated that one. That one was very ugly, I'll tell you. And the other one was, I can't even remember his face, actually. But that other ugly one, I remember because I used to see him. He was a bus driver. I used to see him. Wow. So that other one that used to, so he would see me, he would slide his hand down, through my skirts in the house. And I lived with my uncles, my aunties, my grandfather. They would be in the house and would be in the sitting room. They didn't know that this was what he was doing. So I was a child. I got into secondary school at the age of 9. And I remember that this was, like I said, I don't remember so much. But you know that there's some experiences you remember because they're like, but I know that I was in primary school. And then he would now bring his girlfriend to the house. So like this other guy had a babe. He would bring the girl to the house. Everybody would talk. As a child, I would be angry.
Okay, you see what I'm thinking?
I'm serious. Like I was having this conversation with my therapist. My therapist was laughing, and it was like, it happens. Like it's actually a mental something. So
wow,
it's an abuse and an abuser.
Oh, you thought it was supposed to be just you?
Yeah, that we're in a relationship. So that's where anger started brewing for me. Okay. And I was seeing him together with the girl.
Okay.
I'm like, so this is what I used to think. I would think that one day I would just tell all the family members that they should take all of us on a date. Then I will not stand up and not say that
you watch too much Nollywood, I guess.
I will not say that he's cheating on his girlfriend with me. That's to show you. So it shows you how far a child's mind can think. Because going back to say that, wait, am I mad? What was I thinking at that time? And then that's where anger started everything. Because like, who will I tell? Who can I tell? I was not even understanding that what was going on at that point was abuse.
Yeah,
I was thinking that it was an actual relationship. Now imagine how many people that have moved on their life like that and have had to go through. And that's why you have people that have been abused that are now abusers. Because you think that is okay. Is normal. So I think for me, not telling anybody was because number one, the house was not really a stable place to have conversations like that. Number two, would anybody actually believe? Okay. Would anybody actually believe me? Yeah. That because I'm telling you that right now I'm dealing with a particular case and being a victim of abuse repeatedly. I'll be 24 this year. That makes me 23. And all through 23 years of my life, I've been abused by 5 different people on several occasions. And it's not something that it's not okay mentally. And I'll tell you that out of all those times, there are people that you would have to defend yourself. Like imagine having to defend that you were abused. It's a whole crazy thing. So I think a lot of people that are abused do not just have the safety. A lot of children don't have the safety. There's nobody that is close enough. Maybe if I had one auntie or one uncle or somebody, I probably would have told them about the abuse. But I've learned to just give my parents grace. My mom found out recently and she was bawling and she was crying. So like, tell me their names, tell me their. I say, I will never, because I know you go and look for them. Never tell me their names. But my own dad was saying, thank God they did not penetrate. Now those are two different reactions. But did it mean that they didn't feel it? They both felt it. So I think it's better for you to have that conversation for closure. You might not go the way you want, but at least you know how they feel.
So maybe I would say I'm shying away from that conversation, and also at the same time trying to protect her, because I don't want my mom feeling a certain kind of way. I don't know how she would feel when she knows that there's this hurt that she probably didn't even know that she hurt me in the past. Yeah. Now, that coming to abuse, I was molested as a child.
Yeah.
I would say 8 out of 10 girls
Have been molested.
have been molested. So, as a child, on different occasions, right? But then, why was I not safe? Or why did I not feel safe enough to go to my mom to tell her, this person is doing this, or this person is trying to do this? That's because my mom didn't build the relationship that we're supposed to have as a mother and child. If there's anybody I could have told, maybe I would have told my dad. But even as a child, I felt like it wasn't right to tell my dad because he wouldn't understand. I don't know why I thought that way, but I felt like, I felt it was a conversation I would have had with my dad because I was very comfortable talking to my dad. But was it fear? Was it, I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes I think there's this silent voice that tells you, what if it's a lie?
I mean, so I felt like what I felt was my mom was going to beat me. If I tell my mom that, honestly, if I tell my mom that somebody was trying to touch me or somebody touched me, my mom would flog me. She would say, why did I go there? Or what, you understand? And she wouldn't see it from the perspective of you being a mother trying to protect your child.
Yeah.
So that was the fear I had. So until today, my mom has no idea. No, she won't. Of course, she won't beat me. But imagine, I don't think I would go to my mom now and say, Mom, I was molested as a child. I don't think it will even make any sense to her.
You'll be shocked. I
don't
didn't expect
know.
my mother to cry.
I don't know, but I don't think I want to actually do that right now. I felt like it's in the past. But now, what has happened to me as a result of me being molested as a child is the fact that I fear having a female child. Yes, like I'm scared. I don't even want you to leave your female child with me. Why? Because I don't know if I can protect her enough. Because I wasn't protected enough.
Yeah, I feel you.
So right now, if you ask me, I don't know if I want to have a female child. I really don't know because I'm scared. When I know that, I mean, almost all the ladies I know have been molested.
Almost everybody.
So what's the assurance that
my child is not going to? I think,
and I wouldn't even forgive myself if that happens to my child.
So that's the thing. So you see, you're giving yourself grace that you wouldn't forgive yourself, but you're not giving your mother grace that she will feel bad. I think you even make sense to say that. Oh, I don't want to have a female child. As a result of the abuse in my entire life, and I say this confidently, I have only ever thought of getting married to one person. And that one person really convinced me about marriage. And that's because I had told myself, I'm still going to get married and I'm not going to have children. Reason being that, imagine my child is suffering the way I was suffering, because I did suffer. I did suffer a lot. I know there are days where for a week straight I did not sleep. You know, when you talk about mental and emotional health, people don't understand because they can't see it.
They can see it, yes.
They can't see, you don't understand, but you know the battles. There are 7 days in a week, I did not close my eyes a blink. I had insomnia. I could not sleep at all. I was just running. One day, so I was like, why? I'm like, my parents are not even aware. And my parents are amazing. I mean, this particular project that I'm doing, they will support, you know, financially, bodily, physically, but they are not aware that emotionally I was not okay. So I always had this at the back of my mind that what if my child is going through so much and then I'm not even aware? But now I've come to realize that there's no parent that will want to see their child to suffer. I mean, my dad pays for my therapy. He's one that even sponsors me going and coming. They might not understand it, but I think if you give them the opportunity, because it's not longer about what you think they do. I think it's about who you are. At the point you just decide that I want to be better. I woke up one day and said, I'm done. I'm done with anger. I'm done. I just don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to feel this angry again. I don't want people to have so much, because the thing about anger is you think you're the one in control, but people can easily just pull your plugs. Yeah, that's right. They'll just tight one fuse like this
and you're spark.
You've gone off and then you're giving people the exact reaction. So I think when you want to chase healing, you go back to the root cause and then you deal with every single thing, and it starts with that childhood that you're avoiding. You will still have to go back to. See, this was such a awesome conversation. I didn't even expect us to go in this route. So because of time, when people carry emotional pain, become strong in quotes for survival. But what does strength cost eventually?
Please take that question again.
So many people who carry emotional pain are called strong.
Strong, yeah.
But what does that strength cost emotionally?
So I can't count the number of times people say, "Oh, you're a strong woman." Even myself, I tell myself that I'm a strong woman. Any little thing like this, "Oh, BR, you are such a strong woman. You're such a strong woman." So the reason why I will tell myself I'm strong is maybe my reactions to things now compared to what it would have been in the past. Right? So if I say I'm strong, it could be my reaction. Sometimes I post it, BR, you're a strong woman. That's my own reaction to you trying to get at me. Because I know that the BR of before would react a different way.
We'll take that bit.
Do you understand? do you understand? So I think somehow emotional hurt, you actually turn it to strength sometimes. I feel like that's what it means. You not trying to fall into the trap of your past and keeping on the strength of your present.
So I think the cost for me for strong is the social stigmatization that comes with it. Because people don't see what you deal with. They just assume.
Yes.
And they don't know that it's as a result of all the things that...
Yes.
Because imagine you now. I cannot imagine the number of people that have bunch of misconceptions about it, without even having conversations.
Of course.
I don't know who came up with strong, but Ika Agulam, I'm tired.
So sometimes even you being a confident woman,
is very
you being strong is very intimidating.
Yeah.
I've experienced that like firsthand. People see me and they're already intimidated. I don't wear the best of hairs. I don't wear the best of clothes. I'm not driving.
Aura, baby.
Do you understand? It's the aura that you carry. So
it is.
sometimes what you thought hurt you that has become strength now becomes you being confident. I mean, except I don't want to say at this point of my life, it will be hard for you to
make me feel less
of myself. It will be so difficult. As a matter of fact, while you are trying, you are the one that will go down because you'll be wondering what's happening to you.
Preach.
So basically, you being very confident, you being strong, will bring people saying that you're a snob, you're this and that.
There was last 2025, I went bald, and that was the most confident I've felt in my entire life. And I feel like that's like the highest. And I was walking around with my bald head, and I felt so free. I was like, God, do it again. I used to tell people, if you see me looking like a mad person outside, I feel mad. If you see me dressed up like a boss person, I feel my mental. There was a time that my outfits represented my mental status. So I've always deconstructed people. And that have also made people feel less. But I've tried to like manage it. That sometimes I don't have to wear it. I mean, I could be going through the worst and still look good. Because sometimes you don't need to give people that benefit of knowing that you are down. So I'm just going to wrap up with one final question. For someone who feels emotionally exhausted, constantly anxious in relationships, or afraid of being hurt again, what would you want them to hear?
Means I want you want me to. I want to hear. As a matter of fact, I want to hear. I mean, I'm scared of being hurt again. When people say, why are you not in a relationship, or who is that? I don't even want to hear you asking me that. Why are you not in a relationship? What do you mean, why are you not in a relationship? And you're counting my age for me. Why are you not in a relationship? It's not like I don't want to be in a relationship. It's not like I don't have people asking me out. I have guys asking me out. As a matter of fact, if I want to be in a relationship today, it's a matter of going through my DMs and replying to say, okay. But I'm scared. I know I cannot be scared forever. But I've been hurt many times. But the most recent one. So please, I want to hear.
So
I don't think I should be the one giving now. I should be
so
the one
let me tell you people, both you and all of you that are in that category. Me that I'm talking, you think that I am the champion of relationship advice, but as an hopeless romantic that loves love, I do.
I love love too.
I love love a lot.
I do.
And whoever it is that you are that feels hot and it looks like it's not working and you're scared, I want you to first do a self-analysis. Work on what needs to be worked on. Work on yourself. If you need to seek professional help, but analyze yourself. Like if you need to take a break from a relationship, really identify what part of you keeps attracting these patterns or this circle. So I think the best thing to do is, number one, work on yourself. The thing about self-discovery is once you go on that journey of self-discovery, you would even love yourself. See, the love you have for yourself will attract the right people to you. Right. Because there will be a different glow, a different confidence that comes upon you. So take out that time and then love yourself. And while you're doing that, not to sound churchy, not to sound religious, the Holy Spirit has helped me so much. I think with all the things that I've gone through so far recently, one thing that has helped me to still love despite it is God. If I remember what people did to Jesus, I used to say, am I even worthy to say that somebody betrayed me? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you read what happened to Jesus went through it, and then he can still love and he can still forgive. So if you're a believer, if you go through scriptures and let the Holy Spirit help you, you will do. And my final advice for you is, please don't give up on love. There's love. You deserve love. You are going to be loved. Love is going to find you. Me like this, I believe that love is going. I believe that I'm going to have an happily ever after. I'm going to meet my person and we're going to work it out. And it doesn't have to be smooth all the way, but we can create our own story. And I think if you are in that mind space, love will definitely find you. You are still here, and that is enough for you.
Oh,
did that make sense for you?
It does make sense, and I'm sure it makes sense to you listening too as well.
Thank you so much, BR. This has been, do you know what? I did not even go through half of the questions that I wanted to ask because this conversation flowed so naturally. This is what happens when you have a media star on set. You see how we just went through, and it was amazing, very vulnerable, straight from the heart. I promise you, really straight from the heart. So I will always say this: your story deserves to be told. I want you to sit. Don't you want to sit with me? These seats can be you. I want you to share your story to people. Somebody is just one story away from being saved. You don't know who needs to hear you and hang on to life. And if you'd want to do that, just contact us on our social media platform, sh.podcast with a double T, or send an email to us at stillherepodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to have you on our show. You're still here, and that is more than enough for now. See you on the next one.